the premium executive electric sedan market has kicked into overdrive. The arrival of the 2026 Lexus ES 500e marks a massive shift, moving the historically conservative ES nameplate into a fully electric, futuristic fastback layout. Waiting for it is the 2026 BMW i5, which relies on a refined, heavily engineered formula that blends traditional sports sedan dynamics with cutting-edge German tech. Interior, space, and technology. Inside the cabins, the philosophical divide deepens. Because Lexus stretched the wheelbase and length of the ES, it owns the title for interior roominess. Rear seat passengers get an incredible 40.7 inches of rear legroom, beating the BMW i5's 36.5 inches by a wide margin. The ES 500e also steps into true ultra-luxury territory with its available executive package, which introduces reclining, massaging rear seats with a passenger side ottoman. Lexus centers its tech around a massive 14-inch touchscreen featuring rapid voice control and sustainable 3D printed bamboo accent paneling. BMW answers with its signature curved display, a single sweeping piece of glass housing a 12.3-inch gauge cluster and a 14.9-inch center screen running iDrive 8.5. The i5 focuses heavily on tech enthusiast features, including standard wireless device charging, custom interior ambient lighting bars that flash to alert you of incoming calls or blind spot warnings, and an optional air console system that turns your phone into a controller to play video games while fast charging. Design and visual presence. Lexus has completely broken its own mold for the 2026 ES redesign. Heavily inspired by their LFZC concept car, the ES 500e trades the traditional three-box sedan shape for a long, low-slung, ultra-aerodynamic fastback profile. It has grown more than 6 inches longer than previous generations, resulting in a commanding road presence punctuated by dramatic L-shaped daytime running lights and a seamless rear light bar. By contrast, the BMW i5 preserves the classical, upright athletic portions of a traditional luxury executive cruiser. While it features modern touches like the optional, iconic glow, illuminated kidney grille and highly chiseled body lines, it hides its EV architecture underneath a body shared directly with the gas-powered 5 Series. Performance and powertrain dynamics. The core divergence between these two is how they approach power delivery and driver engagement. 2026 Lexus ES 500e, this model functions as the flagship of the electric ES lineup. It leverages a dual-motor setup paired with Lexus's direct 4 all-wheel drive system, pushing out 338 horsepower. Interestingly, Lexus simulates physical shifting using paddle shifters to break up the monotonous single-speed drone common in most EVs. 2026 BMW i5, the i5 lineup climbs aggressively depending on your budget. The base eDrive 40 is a rear-wheel drive single-motor setup pushing 335 horsepower. However, if you pit the ES 500e against the mid-tier i5 xDrive 40, the BMW dials things up with dual-motor AWD, making 394 horsepower and 435 lb-ft of torque, resulting in a significantly faster 0 to 60 miles per hour launch. Range and battery specs. While their total real-world ranges are practically identical, sitting right around the 275 to 278 mile mark for their respective AWD trims, the BMW holds a distinct advantage at the charging station. Capable of pulling up to 205 kilowatts on a DC fast charger compared to the Lexus's 150 kilowatts limit, the i5 will recover highway range noticeably faster on long road trips. The verdict: value versus ultimate performance. Your choice boils down to what kind of luxury you prioritize. Go with the Lexus ES 500e if you value maximized rear seat comfort, long-term reliability scores, and high-end standard features. Starting around $60,295 for the heavily equipped luxury trim, it includes a premium 17-speaker Mark Levinson sound system, genuine leather, and a longer 6-year/70,000-mile powertrain warranty for thousands less than a comparable German competitor. Go with the BMW i5 if you want sharper, more aggressive handling, faster DC charging speeds, and cutting-edge tech gimmicks. Starting closer to $67,100 for the base rear-wheel drive, and scaling past $70,000 plus for the xDrive 40, it remains the driver's car of the pair, though you will pay a steep premium for options that come standard on the Lexus. Driving dynamics, artificially traditional versus pure electric sport. The engineering teams behind these two cars took completely opposite approaches to defining the EV driving experience. The Lexus simulated mechanical feel. The ES500e features a unique powertrain program that includes an electronic multi-gear shifting layout complete with paddle shifters. Even though it is a single-speed direct drive like most EVs, it steps down power output momentarily to simulate gear shifts when pushed in sport mode. Paired with direct 4AWD, which constantly shifts power between the front and rear axles to control vehicle pitch under braking and acceleration, the ES500e behaves less like a silent spaceship and more like an ultra-refined, high-torque sport sedan. The BMW Pure Dynamics formula. BMW doesn't try to mimic a gas engine. Instead, they focus on absolute chassis control. The i5 utilizes a standard rear axle air suspension with lift-related dampers. When you opt for the xDrive 40, the steering feels incredibly sharp, heavy, and communicative. The i5 accelerates linearly, rocketing from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds, beating out the slightly heavier 338 HP Lexus ES500e, which logs a 5.1 second 0 to 60 miles per hour dash. Platform architecture, purpose-built fastback versus shared frame. The structural differences between these two premium EVs dictate their everyday livability. Lexus ES500e, multi-pathway GAK platform. Because Lexus dramatically stretched the wheelbase by over 3 inches and added 6.5 inches to the overall length for this generation, the interior packaging is highly optimized. The car features a completely flat rear floor with no transmission tunnel hump, providing unmatched center passenger comfort. BMW i5, cluster architecture. CLAR platform. The i5 is built on a shared architecture that also houses gas and plug-in hybrid powertrains. As a result, it retains the high center driveline tunnel running through the middle of the cabin. While this structural center backbone gives the BMW a stiffer, more rigid chassis for aggressive cornering, it significantly reduces footroom for anyone sitting in the middle rear seat.